All right, good stuff, Rachel. Hoosier fans may not be impressed with the record of their football team this year. However, what is impressive is the tailgate spread outside of Memorial Stadium. We found out what it's like to be part of the IU tradition with a little bit of food, fun, all this pregame style.
Never done turn, Lieutenant Fulton.
The IU faithful may not all be tried and true, but for a select few, they're all about Indiana. They bring a passion for the food, family, and fun in the form of tailgating. Egg McMuffins were the house specialty for Carrie Haney and the Haney clan, who even traveled to Tempe for the Insight Bowl last December.
It was that big party downtown. I don't remember too much of it. Do you, Glenn? But it was a great time. It's an experience and an event for us, and we can't wait to do it every weekend because we get to see our family and friends.
Tailgating also is fun for the kids, who travel with their families from all over to eat, see friends, grill brats, and who doesn't love a child's optimism for IU football?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in them. They can win.
Everywhere we traveled, brats were on the grill, sometimes bringing out a competitive edge in some fans.
Our brats are better than Wisconsin's brats.
Can you prove it?
Can I prove it? You gotta have one.
Brats and hot dogs, and today we have chili because it's the last game of the season. We always have chili.
So we took advantage, ate up, and found a goofy badger in the crowd.
Wisconsin, you've said it all.
Yeah, guess they did. And look who else we found. Former IU President John William Bryan stopped by amidst all the tailgating fun.
What it really is a chance for Indiana, the society of Indiana, to come together, get to know each other better, have a good time, renew the familiarity they have with the university. It's a wonderful chance to strengthen the ties that bring students, former students, people interested in the university, whether they ever were students or not. Bring them all together in a wholesome activity.
So on our search for the best tailgate here at Indiana University, only one thing comes to mind. If you can't beat them, join them. From Memorial Stadium, Nicole Hamilton, Hoosier Sports Night.
All right, the BCS championship picture is beginning to clear up as some teams are solidifying their positions upon the top of the rankings, while others saw their national title hopes slip away. Ben Heisler has more in the rundown.
Welcome everyone into the rundown where the best matchups from the previous week in college football are delivered straight to your 5 senses. Now the number 3 Penn State Nittany Lions could smell a possible national championship appearance down the road, but they would have to win out in their final 3 games starting on the road at Iowa. Now would upset bells be ringing in the Hawkeyes' ears? And what about the number 1 Alabama Crimson Tide? Now they have championship aspirations in sight as they travel to Baton Rouge to take on the number 14 LSU Tigers, who could taste victory through a physical and intense rivalry. Did I forget a 5th sense? Oh, yeah. Feel these highlights. There's good old Joe Pa hobbling into Kinnick Stadium, still dressing sharp after 104 years on the job. Darryl Clark trying to get those championship aspirations alive. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Sean Green, 14-yard touchdown run. Green, excellent on the day, 114 yards carrying the ball. But then Darryl Clark trying to make a little too much happen. Late in the ball game, ball is picked. Yoink by Tyler Sash on 3rd and 24. Sash finally goes down, and Iowa back in business. Kirk Ferentz very happy. Now Stanzi, dude is clutch. This time finds Brandon Myers over the middle for the first down on 3rd and long. And finally, go down, son, and Stanzi yet again. This time hooking up with Daryl Johnson-Koulianos. This would lead way for the field goal unit where 31 yards away, Daniel Murray knocks it up and in. Iowa stuns Penn State at home. They win 24-23. Don't pay attention to that graphic. It is wrong. Nick Saban coming back to LSU. This is universal in all languages. Boo! First play, John Parker Wilson runs the ball in from 1 yard out. Touchdown, Alabama. And he's like, call me, ladies. What's up? The next play, Jared Lee bombs away to Demetrius Byrd. What, you haven't heard? The Bird's the word in LSU. It's now 7-7. Now Lee handing off this time to Charles Scott. Scott running, feeding on grass. 30-yard touchdown run. LSU now up 14-7. But now Lee, again, trying to make something happen. But he's got a new favorite target in Rashad Johnson. That's his 2nd pick of the game to Johnson. And he's going to take it to the house. 54 yards on the pick six. Johnson pumped up and celebrating. It's a tie ball game. Then Glenn Mocha Frappuccino Latte Coffee goes in. It's now 21-14 Alabama. But here's your answer. Charles Scott, a 3-yard touchdown run with 6:12 left to go. It's now 21-21. But John Parker Wilson finds me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Jones with 1:04 left to go. Now a 29-yard field goal with Lane Tiffin to win it, but it is blocked. What? Oh, goodness. Is this the Saban curse about to come to fruition? Ricky Jean-Francais gets the ball, and LSU is still alive until Jarrett Lee tries to make too much happen again. And that's the third pick of the game to his boy Rashad Johnson. Unbelievable. Now on the 25-yard line for Parker Wilson. Finds Julio Jones yet again. Jones sensational, 7 receptions, 128 yards on the game. And finally, well, John Parker Wilson, dude loves to do it himself. Wins the ball game, well, as long as the referees call it a touchdown, and they do. Alabama stays undefeated. They beat the number 16 ranked LSU Tigers 27-21. Well, I guess the question is, so what happens now? Number 1 Bama plays host to Mississippi State, who is 3-6 on the year, but have beaten the Tide the last 2 years. Meanwhile, a team that just might make it if the dominoes fall correctly is number 4 Florida. They're 8-1 on the year. They're going to take on Steve Spurrier's South Carolina squad in a homecoming game for the Swamp for Spurrier. Now, Florida's going to win, but this one will be real fun to watch. I'm Ben Heisler, and even though the Hoosiers won't win another football game this year, everyone's a winner when you watch the Rundown.
All right, thanks a lot, Ben. Now, Kristen, a busy weekend for Indiana University sports. The football team on the road at Penn State. Basketball tipping off the year at home against Northwestern State. What's the game to watch on Saturday?
Well, Ronan, I think we should watch Penn State because who knows, they might have an opportunity to score 100 points.
And always a pleasure, of course, to see Joe Pa. The Hoosiers not going to a bowl game this year, but just 2 games left in what has been a disastrous season. But that is all the time we have on this edition of Hoosier Sports Night with Kristen Carroll. I am Ronan O'Shea. Plenty of men's basketball coverage coming up next week right here on Hoosier Sports Night.